Hello, Lions and friends. This is New Voices News broadcast, and I'm your host, Olga Pavlidou, President of the Lions Club of Athens Specialty New Voices, District 117A. In our broadcast, we are hearing the stories of kindness of our international lions, leaders, and mentors. Being a lion is about leading by example, building relationships, and improving the world through kindness. It's 1.4 million caring men and women serving together so they can make a lasting impact and change more lives. Our club, the Lions Club of Athens Specialty New Voices, created in a very difficult period for the humanity during the pandemic. It is a specialty club combating any form of human rights violation. Therefore, we designed a long-run campaign, equality campaign, and we are implementing it. Disregard for human rights is widespread. We see egregious and systematic human rights violations, rampant impunity, rising hate speech, misogyny, exclusion and discrimination, social polarization and loss of civility, environmental degradation, and unequal access to resources and opportunity. Although the use of human rights in English language books has increased 200-fold since 1940 and is used today 100 times more often than terms such as constitutional rights and natural rights. Recently, the United States also and Europe have condemned human rights violations in Ukraine at such a critical juncture. Our shared human condition and values must be a source of unity and not a division. Human rights help us to meet the challenges, opportunities, and needs, to format relations between people and leaders, and to achieve the global stability, solidarity, and inclusion. Human rights show the ways that we should behave in order to transform hope into concrete action with real impact on people's lives and build sustainable, safe, and peaceful societies. Communication is more than to know a language between intercultural groups of people. It's about understanding their intercultural differences. Language is a tool for communication, but in addition, it is a system of representation for perception and thinking. In my opinion, intercultural communication envisions a reality which will support the simultaneous existence of unity and diversity, of cooperation and competition in the global village, and of consensus and creative confrontation in multicultural societies. In this vision, our different voices can be heard both in their uniqueness and in synergistic harmony. We strive to bring culture into individual consciousness and in so doing bring consciousness to bear on the creation of intercultural relationships. So communication must be done not only by using a language as a tool, but also by trying to understand the different voices as in a ping-pong game, where the receiver and the sender interchange positions. Serve and return interactions shape the brain architecture and help develop communication. People become sensitive and responsive to the signals and needs of the server, while the roles are rotated in order to play a fair game. So, Lions, let's play ping pong. This is our new campaign focusing on the intercultural effective communication. Lions is a human mobilization, leading by example, reshaping public opinion, and serving as one, club united by purpose and values that can change lives. So let's have a small break and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Lions are more than community volunteers. We are community leaders. And when you take advantage of our leadership development resources, you give yourself and your club the knowledge and tools to solve some of the biggest challenges facing your community. I encourage every Lion to visit Learn, Lead, Grow at lionsclubs.org to take advantage of opportunities like online courses and leadership institutes. And for those Lions with a passion for training, I encourage you to lead others to becoming Lions faculty. Club officers, be sure to promote these great resources to your club and fellow officers, and consider sending your club members to district-wide trainings. Let's make sure that every Lion has opportunities to develop new skills, to be the leaders they want to be, and to be the leaders our communities need us to be. When you learn with Lions, you can serve your club and community better than ever before.
Welcome back. Today's guest speaker is a successful and respected leader. We are welcoming PID Sandro Castellana. I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to have this interview, PID. PID Sandro Castellana is a freelance engineer in many industrial automation sectors, software and firmware projects for photo labs, home automation, machine tools, systems, robotics, measurement systems, remote control, laser machines. Married to Anna, also a freelance engineer. Anna is a member of the LC Padova host. They have two sons, both engineers who live and work abroad. PID Sandro Castellana is a regular member of Lions Club Abano Term Eugeni, honorary member of Lions Club Padova host, member of Lions International Staff Club, a honorary member of Italian Lions School of Leader Dogs for the Blind, District Governor 2008-2009, GLT Area Leader 2013-2016 for Europe Area 4F, LCIP graduate in 2018, faculty at SLLI Advanced and ALLI Advanced Lions Leadership Institute, faculty at FDI, faculty at 2014 at Toronto International Convention, faculty at LSI Webinar, DGE Seminar Group Leader 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, attended 6 Mediterranean conferences, attended 13 Europa forums, chairperson of European Lions Virtual Symposium, attended 9 international conventions, actual office, LCIF Trustee 2019-2022, Development Committee, Program Committee, Audit Committee, LCIF Executive Committee Secretary from 2019 till 2022, DGE Group Leader 2019-2020 and 2020-2021, member of the development team of Lions International Strategic Plan 2019-2020, 2020-2021 and 2021-2022, the only European member. Member of Long Range Planning Committee Europe and Lion Task Force Europe of the Europa Forum, special advisor for District 132, Republic of North Macedonia, 2019-2020, 2020-2021, and 2021-2022. Representative of Lions International at International Fund for Agricultural Development, United Nations Agency for the Development of Agriculture. Convention Committee, Leadership Committee, Vice Chairman, LCI Executive Committee 2018-2019. He has numerous of recognitions. He is a Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow, and he was awarded with 8 presidential medals from IP since 2010 till today. Goodwill Ambassador in 2019. What a remarkable achievement. PID Sandro Castellana, once again, Welcome in our broadcast.
Thank you so much, dear Olga. It's my pleasure to be with you, and I would be very glad to share my thoughts and my experience with you all.
Thank you so much. It is so important. How many years are you a Lion member, and what makes you decide to join Lions?
Well, I am a Lion member from 25 years now. My wife, Anna, was a Lion even before me. For 5 years, I just experienced her club business and activities as Anna's husband. And I was impressed by all the local service activities and also knowing the size of the association, but still I was lacking of the idea of the international level. Year after year, I knew many Lions members and much more about the history and the service activity of the foundation. And when I was asked to join my club, my actual club, I said yes. I was excited to enter a club and really to be able to give my few time. I was engaged with my profession and my commitment for service activities, and to learn more and more. Probably that's why I was a club president in 2 years. And then I continued my experience till now.
It is amazing to serve all these years with the same passion and enthusiasm. Which is the role of LCIF Board of Trustees?
Well, let's first define our foundation. Our foundation is a non-profit foundation under the law of the state of Illinois, USA. The easiest way to know the role of the board of the trustee of the foundation is to read the Lions International Foundation bylaws. Article 1 and Article 2 of these bylaws define the mission of LCIF and the purposes. Article 6 define in a simple way the role and composition of the board. Let me read a few rows from this bylaw. The affairs and business of the foundation shall be managed by the Board of Trustees, which shall A, have jurisdiction, control, and supervision over all officers and committees of said board and of the entire foundation, and B, have general management and control of all the business, properties, and funds of the foundation. So it's quite simple, only 2 points, but then the work of the trustee is in the committees, and there are more responsibility on the role of trustees, of course.
I think that is a very semantic role. As an LCIF trustee, which are your responsibilities now?
Okay, we go to responsibility. Serving in the Board of Trustees will naturally seek to inspire an international view and to approach the grants. So give all information and view to allow clubs and districts to apply for grants. At the same time, the international perspective is also important in raising additional funds to support the work of the foundation. Responsibilities of LCIF trustee are listed in the LCIF Operation and Policy Manual. And the latest edition is January 22, because we changed some points. So let me just read the points from this.
Yes, please.
Latest. So responsibility of the trustee is support the goal and philosophy of LCIF, and most especially the strategic and planned growth of the foundation. That means a long-term perspective. Two, make the promotion and advocacy of LCIF to the members of the club. So make aware members of the club that the foundation is their foundation and why to support it. Three, recognize and practice an international perspective on the work of the foundation. That is comprising all the relationship that the foundation has with the partners and with the United Nations and with all our big partners. Give expertise, guidance, and support to all the LCIF volunteer structure, that is multiple district coordinator, district coordinator, in my constitutional area. I am representing Europe in the board of trustees, and I am one of the 8 representatives that come from the 8 different constitutional areas. One more responsibility is to communicate regularly with the leadership in the constitutional area to increase awareness, to travel when I am requested to do it, both to promote projects and LCIF and to thank the Lions Club and all the members for the job they are doing and for their support to the foundation, to advocate for additional support to the foundation, to personally give support to the foundation, that means personal donation as well, yes, and to serve in one of the committees of the foundation. This year, in the strategic plan team I am involved with, we added one point to this responsibility of the trustee. And the point we added is to be familiar and promote Lions Club International initiative and encourage membership growth, because it was 2 separate actions. The trustee was only dealing with the foundation, like the international director were only managing the association. Now we added on both sides more responsibility. So the international director must also take care of the foundation and be informed and aware of what the foundation is doing and being able to create awareness in the member. And I, as a trustee of the foundation, must also take care of the membership growth and all the operation of the association. So we are going to close the bridge, the gap that once was between association and foundation. This will be a single entity, Lions International. We will see in the coming few years.
So important. Let's have a small break and we will be back.
The Bedford-Stuyvesant community had a desperate need that had not been filled. When you called for an ambulance, people were literally dying in the street before they showed up.
It typically took about 45 minutes for EMS to respond to this neighborhood, if they came at all.
Until 2 emergency medical technicians started a volunteer ambulance corps.
The Bedford-Stuyvesant Volunteer Ambulance Corps was started by my father, James Rocky Robinson, and his partner, Joe Perez.
When our Lions Club found out about them, they got a used ambulance, but it was falling apart. At first, we started to help them buy gas and tires, but they needed more. It was during one of our club meetings when one of our members said, "Let's buy them a brand new ambulance." Well, at first, it got very quiet in the room. Then you could hear the mumbling. How are we going to raise $50,000? Well, let me tell you how we did that. Members started to pledge $500, $1,000, and then someone said, we can apply for a grant from our foundation, LCIF, and that grant was approved. That was a proud day in Bedford-Stuyvesant. our members felt the pride in what they had done and what our foundation had done, knowing that people's lives are being saved as a result of what Lions do. Little did we know how much this act of kindness would ripple through the community. When we serve together, our hearts beat stronger.
Welcome back. PID Sandro Castellana, which is the role of district special advisor?
Okay, good question. In the previous movie that we had just a few seconds ago, we saw International President Doug Alexander with the story of the ambulance bought by his club with the help of the foundation. The role of special advisor is to help a country, a district, or an area of the world to better comply with the Lions regulation and operation, and to support the district governor, the vice district governor, all the cabinet. To be precise, I can take my appointment letter. I was appointed to be special advisor to District 132, Republic of North Macedonia, as you mentioned before, reading my CV. And the appointment letter was sent in August 2019 to the district governor of District 132 with these roles. The special advisor will be available to assist you and in your role as district governor, to assist the vice district governor and the district cabinet in the proper operation of the district, and to ensure the club and members of the District 132 receive the support, information, and guidance to better serve their communities, district, and Lions Club International. Practically, that means that I've been involved in all the district cabinet meeting, the convention of the country, and many informative meeting with the district governor, the DG team, mostly online because of the COVID, because after a few in-presence meeting, everything was run online. And we had countless Zoom meeting, WhatsApp call, email messages, and this prepared the way to change and to better the operation of the district. In the past, it was quite confused. So what has been done was to draft a new constitutional bylaw for the district that implemented all the articles coming from the law of Macedonia governing NGOs in a way that the district was properly represented into the registry of NGOs. Mm-hmm. And also to create a new legal entity representing Lions Club International in the country, so that the district governor was the only representative of Lions Club International in the country. In the past, it was not so simple, and so there was a need of guidance, of support, and giving the right address. But remember, everything has been done by the district governor, by the district structure. The role of the special advisor is to guide, to advise, to support, with the perspective that district will continue by its own. The results are now coming. Membership is growing again, and the members of District 132 are involved in a lot of interesting and useful service in the community, and so that's the best point of it.
Bravo, bravo. Also, our district is going well, and we are proud of it. Which position do you consider as the most important position that you have served, and why?
Oh, I have no doubt about this. The position is the club president. I consider the club president position the most important. There are two presidents in our association, the international president and the club president. The rest is organization, coordination, mentoring, motivation, training. But the key role is the club president because he's the one and the only one that can motivate the member, that can ensure proper information, operation, leadership, and training to the member, and that is really able to move forward the club. We are an association of club, so we are based on the club, and our strength is the strength of the members. So who better than the club president can manage that and make the best or the worst of it? So the role of the president, in my opinion, is really the key role.
I totally agree. Recently, for first time, please correct me if I'm wrong, LCIF awarded an environmental grant to clubs directly. What was the outcome of the goal? Are you satisfied with this outcome?
Okay, let's start from LCIF again. Unfortunately, LCIF has not yet a grant specific to environmental project. And generally, all the grants are going to districts or multiple districts. Even if there is a grant that can be used. You know, environmental is one of the global cause of Lions International, but Lions Club Foundation did not yet create a grant specific for environment. We are working for that. It will come in the following years. But what the club can use immediately is the DCG, that is the District and Club Community Impact Grants for environmental projects. This grant is represent the 15% of the donation made in the previous year or years, exceeding $5,000 for a club or $10,000 for a district. This grant is very flexible, so environmental project can be funded by this grant. What you mentioned and remember probably was the grant given with the Lions Virtual Symposium. What we did as European Lions, with the leadership of past international president Gudrun Invadotte, was the first European Lions Virtual Symposium, a virtual event focused on environment, replacing in a certain way the Europa Forum that was not possible to have due to COVID situation. The event was held on October 3rd, 2020, and I was the chairperson of the organizing committee. Following the symposium, that was a one-day event, thanks to the generosity of all the European countries that saved some money from the Europa Forum expenses that they supposed to have, and thanks to the generosity of all the participants that made small donations when registering for the symposium, a fund, an European fund, was created of more than 44,000 euros. And after the event, after the symposium, all Lions and Leo Club of Europe, and I repeat, Lions and Leo Club, so this grant was open to Lions and Leo Club directly, were able to apply, submitting a project for environment in their community. A small project or big project, doesn't matter. We received 120 projects. The project has been evaluated and most of them approved. So 112 projects have been approved. And they received grants, small grants, because this was the available money, from 450 euros to 250 euros. And they reported back to the jury, to the organizing committee, with at the completion of the project, with a lot of pictures, videos, reports, newspaper images. And many clubs reported and are still reporting that starting from then, they are continuing on this project. They put their own resources, they are expanding the project. So it has been a booster to local club service activities on environment and to create awareness on this very important topic for us.
Yes, I know because our club also was one of these clubs, and thank you for choosing.
I remember that. Yes, I remember all the clubs that applied. Really.
I know, and I missed it in the Europa Forum the session. I missed it because I was in New Voices session at the same time. Anyway, will you consider to repeat this initiative? If no, why?
Okay, this initiative, as I mentioned, was just created to replace or to fill the gap between the last Europa Forum in presence and the following Europa Forum that then we had in Thessaloniki. So to avoid losing connection of members, we created this event. Of course, if we have, like it is now, an Europa Forum in presence, creating a virtual event would be not necessary, even if it's possible, of course, to manage something like that. What would be interesting is to have local fund or European funds for projects. But the problem is how to create a fund. So I'm working on the foundation on LCIF side, really to have an environmental project grant. It will take some time, but as you see, all the global causes are going to be covered by specific grant. And what is also great is that grants are not interfering. So you may ask a grant for diabetes, and at the same time, you may ask for grant for childhood cancer and other type of grant. So this is the direction, but not yet an European grant like it was that time.
One of the frequent questions that people are asking is, why should I volunteer in my community as a lion? The answers are many. However, could you please indicate the most important and valuable one according to your opinion?
Well, there are, of course, more than one reason. One reason is that a club exists because there are needs in the community. So a club is not just there to be representing the international association, but because there are needs specific to the community that need to be solved by people of the community. Members of the club are or are supposed to be the leading edge of the community. And so they most likely have good solution, good ideas for local needs. In addition, as we are an international organization, there are local needs in many countries. And likewise, we have, as European, a lot of projects in Africa where we support the local need of African lions and of African population. We use this bridge and this international size of the association and foundation to be global and local at the same time. We also act at the international level, and we have big partnership with the United Nations agency. We have global projects like Lion Quest, but we apply that locally. Our big recognized skill is that many ONG go for vaccination or for support local needs, but then they go away while we stay. So taking care of the need of the community, having the support of our global organization makes us unique, different, because we are there, we know the need, we raise awareness, we seek support and receive support from the foundation and from our partners, and we are still there after the need is supported. It's quite unique.
It is unique. With the help of every lion doing and giving what they can, Campaign 100, LCIF Empowering Service will meet the challenges facing our communities around the globe. Could you please indicate some figures that can show the importance of LCIF globally?
Okay, LCIF figures are well known, and each of us can see it on the website. So the more than 9 million surgery operation for cataracts, or more than 1.1 billion of dollars given in grants for projects. Now, Campaign 100 is achieving the goal of collecting $300 million. We are now at 99.6%, so very close. At the convention, we will celebrate the success of the campaign. But what is most important in my mind is that after the campaign, we have this much amount of money available for a lot of different needs, because the foundation is now covering a lot of different causes through grants, and it will last for a lot of time. But we are also creating awareness that the foundation not only can conclude the campaign and say this is done. The donation should continue. We must give also small donation, personal donation. This makes the difference. And increasing the donation will give more power to our project, because we are applying more and more for local projects to the foundation. The foundation is giving fund, and now it's easy to just drive a few kilometers and see a project supported by LCIF. So it's easier to show the members the power of what we can achieve through the foundation or with the support of the foundation. If you remember, the campaign Site First, Second, was collecting a lot of money, just focused on site. Now that money has been used for years, but now is ending. In 2023, the money collected with campaign Site First 2 will end, but this will be supported, continued with what has been collected by Campaign 100, and this will continue to be in a rate of $10 million US per year to support vision projects. With Campaign 100, we also support diabetes project and all the health projects and cancer, childhood cancer projects, and many, many more. And so for this reason, the figures will improve, and the way to work with the foundation and the awareness will improve.
And to all the money that are gathering, all the donations are going back to services, 100% all. And that is very, very important for our listeners and viewers to understand the need for the donation and for the continuous giving in the societies globally.
Thank you for mentioning this 100% figure, because it's important to show and to understand how we are able to raise that. You must know that the foundation has certain funds available that have been saved in years. The fund of the foundation total is 350 million US dollar. The interest on these funds is able to cover all the expenses. So all the expenses of the employee, the cost of the headquarter use, travel of the employee when they travel to Europe or to South America, and also the president of the foundation, the cost of the board of the foundation. All is covered by interest on the capital that is still there. So that's really true that what we receive as donation totally goes to fund project and totally goes back to the clubs, to project created by clubs. This is probably, again, unique. There are no other foundation. If you give a look to Charity Navigator, where all the numbers are clearly and transparently shown, you will see no other foundation with this kind of performance.
Our foundation is indeed unique. Let's have a small break and we will be back in a while.
I am honored to be part of Lions Clubs International Foundation. Our foundation is a light to so many people in my own backyard or on the other side of the world. Together, we can accomplish what others dare not even dream.
Welcome back. In a month is our 104th Lions Clubs International Convention in Montreal. Some people, they are not able to travel for various reasons. Some of them are delegates, but they cannot vote virtually since the Lions International Constitution and bylaws do not allow. Do you consider to change this in the upcoming convention in order to include them by paying accordingly their participation?
We experienced a virtual convention last year. So it was fully virtual, and we had also voting virtual. Then, if the convention is in person, at the moment it's not acceptable that you vote if you are not attending the convention. This is just because our constitution and bylaw. Yes, we are thinking to make some changes. As we are able to have members not attending but participate, so watching all the main session of the convention. In the future, it will be possible to vote remotely only for changes to constitution and bylaw of the association. It will not be possible to vote for people, so for the new leadership. This will be restricted to in-person participation. Of course, this is a challenge, but at the moment is required that you are the convention. But things are moving, and thank you for the question, because we are really thinking that for changes in the regulation of the association, all the club should be able to make the change and to vote for the change, whatever in presence or by remote.
I'm glad that I'm helping a little bit. Let's see and hear a video about our international convention, and we will be back in a few minutes.
Friends, fellow Lions and Leos, the biggest Lions event of the year is coming. As you know, LCI Con is in beautiful Montreal this June, a city of incredible history and culture. From world-class entertainment to exciting new stories of service, we have so much to celebrate and experience together. Don't wait to register and plan your trip. It's going to be an unforgettable time. I'll see you there.
Welcome back. We believe that now more than ever must make a restart. We have to create the new normal. We hear it around, based on dignity, fairness, equality, based on human rights. Our club serves human rights, and that is the main reason that our club designed the Equality Campaign. Part of this campaign is our broadcast, New Voices News. Which is your opinion about this innovative action?
I value this initiative very positively because really what we need in this challenging time is to have people aware of what is the role of Lions locally and what is the role of the Lions Club International Association globally. We are working with the United Nations. United Nations have several agencies, and where we are involved about human rights, about dignity of people, about equality. I've been appointed this year to represent Lions Club International with IFAD, that is International Fund for Agriculture Development. This is an agency that cooperate with government and locally encourage the government to cooperate with the Lions, because we are in the countries able to make changes going to equality, so to help in agriculture development, sustainable agriculture developing, giving water supply, water wheels, and also helping the population to create a cooperative system and small business locally that create equality among the people. This is the way that we cooperate with the United Nations, with local clubs in poor countries, and where the I can say rich country can help giving support, not only economical, but giving skills. We have, for instance, groups of clubs that are very skilled in providing water to population in Africa and in other countries. And we as European have a WASH group, that is water, health and sanitation and hygiene. And this group of clubs and districts and multiple districts is providing in Africa many projects that create dignity, safeness, and of course, human rights. So your initiative, going back to the question, is very important because create awareness on what is one of our major reason to be here. So not only to take care of the local needs, but also to create awareness on the need of human rights all over the world, even locally, because locally we experience sometimes and several times not equal consideration of people, not fair behavior with people. So we can also take care of that and increase awareness of people. So thank you for what you are doing through also to this initiative.
Thank you so much for your support. Coming to the end of our interview, I would like to ask you if there is any other closing sentiment or advice you want to give to the Lions community or to the people that are listening us.
We have had a challenging period with COVID. Now we are facing and helping the unpredictable situation of refugees from Ukraine and displaced people in Ukraine, but refugees in most of the European countries. We are prepared to face unexpected situation. And this is one of the value that as Lions we must know and remember, because we are not just focused on one topic. We are not just focused on, let's say, only helping young people, but we help where there is a need, in not only in the way that we know, but we have also to find new ways. And so this approach is the way that will save Lions from being neglected, and will keep us in the edge side of social human rights consideration and volunteer operation. Having a so wide range of possibilities and action is the rich point of our club, because we have so many different people. We have so many diversity that are not meaning exclusion or difficulties, but mean that we are rich of diversity, of diverse people, diverse culture, diverse way of thinking. And this is the right way to find new solutions, to create innovation, and to overcome the challenging needs that we are facing now and we face in the future. So I see a great future for our association, involving young people that want to be involved quickly in effective service activity, and also to involve episodic volunteers, so the people that really are not looking for a club to be member, but they are looking just to help the community. We will be able to do this as well. And so there is no limit to our action. We just have to be innovative and to be focused on the need of the community. The new strategic plan is working in this direction. So we are testing, pilot testing, the way to engage episodic volunteer, the way to engage enterprise companies to work with us, to support our service, and to eventually become Lion member in the future. This is just expanding the way that we serve the community. So this is my message to the Lions listening to us, and also to the people that are not Lions. If you join Lions, you will find a way to help your community. If you are already a Lions, you have a big and rewarding way to be active part of the community, and to have the solidarity as your focus and as your reward.
Exactly. Closing, dear friends, I just want to add that the purpose in our lives should be a life with purpose. So join the biggest humanitarian organization, the Lions Clubs International, and travel with us an exciting journey of life and of giving. PID Sandro Castellana, it was an honor. Lions and friends, stay safe and healthy until our next New Voices News broadcast. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
LCIF is a global force for the good of humanity, supporting the efforts of more than 1.4 million Lion members embedded in communities across more than 200 countries. For over 100 years, wherever there's a need, there's a Lion. Up close, local, getting it done, seeing it through. So when the pandemic locked down 1.3 billion people worldwide, Lions and LCIF were already there, finding new ways to serve the communities from a safe distance. But this too shall pass. And when it does, Lions Clubs International Foundation will continue to distribute grant funding where it will be needed most, and a network of 48,000 clubs in every corner of the globe will continue to answer the call. A call that rings louder in the wake of COVID-19. From fighting childhood cancer to being a beacon of hope for the blind, for massive gains in combating diabetes, to feeding the hungry, no matter where Lions are. From Italy to America, from Kenya to Japan, LCIF stands at the threshold of one of the greatest comebacks in human history. And there's just one more person we need to answer the call.